Hello, welcome to Not So Awesome Review, and today we're looking at the Power Rangers Omega Ranger from SPD. This is an Amazon exclusive, and yeah, it does come in a cardboard box, which they are cutting back on their boxes. I think they're just doing it for online stuff, which is smart because you don't want that in stores. You don't want the figure swap to be a surprise when you get home. So the way they're doing it is alright. There is plastic still in the box. You would think that they would switch that out with cardboard because, like I said, they're trying to cut back on the plastic from the plastic windows and stuff. But anyways, this figure does come with the, what is it called? I'm going to pick up the packaging here and just actually read it again. The Uniforce Cycle. Yeah, I don't really remember it. I haven't watched SPD in years, so it's not really fresh on my mind. I don't even remember this Ranger, to be completely honest. But it is cool that we are getting more SPD figures. I'm hoping we get Cat, and I'm hoping we get, the rest of the team. Blue Ranger definitely being kind of the one I want the most, because I remember him being the cool one, being the one that probably should have been Red Ranger, and I don't think he was ever promoted to Red Ranger, which is definitely a shame. But anyways, this figure is actually really good aesthetic-wise. The paint on him looks really good. The gold on it, on everything aside from the belt, came out really nice. It is a nice shiny gold. It is painted over the blue on some spots, including on the cycle itself, where you can see a little blue coming through from the cycle. On the figure itself, more or less perfect. Cycle could be better. I have seen some pictures of the uniform itself where it may or may not be screen accurate, where the stripe on the side should be down a little bit more, like filling in the side a little bit more. I don't know, it's weird, but in person it doesn't look bad. My only complaint really will be the belt, which has no detail on the buckle at all. It is that ugly molded gold, so it's not nice looking. And the Morpher itself, only because the Morpher has no detail. Otherwise, the Morpher is actually really nice. The little black handle does move up and down, and it does have, again, all the detail on there, but no color, which kind of sucks. And you can pop it off if you pop the hand off. Just a heads up. So accessory-wise, let's go into that really quick. Of course, we have the unicycle, which looks amazing. The paint on it looks amazing. The giant tire is kind of like a hard rubber or something. It's not plastic. It's not a hard plastic like the back tire. The back tire is a hard plastic. Definitely cool. You can get it leaning forward. You can get it leaning back. And if you're good enough, you can probably balance it without the little stand thing. The little stand thing does move up and down, which helps you get different poses. My complaint on it, my biggest complaint, handles, they don't stay on really good. You do have to put them on from out of the packaging along with the foot pegs. Foot pegs are in there. Once they're in there, I don't think they're coming out. You can try hitting them up and maybe they'll pop off, but I don't think it'd really be worth it. Handles, however, I just can't get them to stay on there good. I've tried. I've used a lot more force than I wanted to, and they just do not want to, though it makes it easier to put them on the hands, which you can get the trigger finger to go over the motorcycle part. I'm just going to say that now. I'm going to say that later in the review, because this is kind of a reshoot of the beginning, because I wasn't happy with how it came out. But just letting you guys know right now, you can get the trigger finger over onto the brake if you try. Getting the hands on there isn't the easiest thing, because they don't want to move too much, but it works. And aside from that, and the screw holes on the side, did I mention that? The screw holes on one side, yeah, I wish they filled those in, put those like little caps in there or something, but they didn't. Aside from that, again, motorcycle looks cool. Other accessories include the trigger hands that came with the red space SPD Ranger. Same ones, they move up and down, not back and forward. They work great as the motorcycle hands. He does come with one open hand for his right hand, and then one open hand with his left hand with lightning coming out. Completely different than Psycho Rangers, and we'll show that in a second. He does come with a containment card that has really no detail on it. Kind of sucks. There's no paint, there's no nothing. You can barely tell it's even a thing. I wish he came with some weapons or something. I don't know what weapons he used in the show. Again, don't remember the show that much. Don't remember the character that much. Wish I did, but yeah. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the hand. Like I said, really quick, right there. It's basically the Psycho Green hand, but not really. I mean, this one's actually nicer. I wish this was the Psycho Green hand, because you can see the lightning coming from the bottom. This is just the fingers, which is fine, but I don't know, the lightning just looks better on here than on here, but they are completely different. They're different molds and everything. Again, these hands have the up and down regular motion. Other hand is basically the same thing without the lightning and containment card, which again, I can barely hold on here, whatever, but yeah, it's just like a plain please. I mean, it might even say something on there. It might even say SPD on there, but you can't tell. Yeah, it says SPD on the top. It is indented. I think it says SPD on the bottom. Back of it is just plain white. It's really like not good, and I don't even know if you can get him to. I mean, definitely not with this hand. Maybe with the other hand you can get him to hold it, but it's not great. So let's move everything else aside for a second and focus on the cycle, which, again, like I said, definitely looks pretty good. Some overspray issues, some kind of like paint mishaps, like right there, a little bit of red missing just right there. Where on the other side, it's kind of good. It's not perfect. It looks like it should have been a little bit in more. The blue does look like it has a little bit of glitter or something going on it. Like I said, the handles pop off way too easy. There's no detail on the top here. Black on it came out really good. I loved it. It's matted. I think the matte and the gloss work really good together. SPD logo is pretty clean, though the top of the P is like a little jaggedy. I don't know if that's meant to look like that, but a little bit weird. Again, this piece moves all the way up, so if you wanted to do something weird like that, but you can get it forward like that, which, let's move this a little bit, right there. And then, again, you can just hold it down so you get it all the way up. My table's a little wonky, so it might want to fall over, but, move this back so you can see. I need to get a wider lens for this camera in particular. But, yeah, there you can see. Looks pretty good. Again, wheel in the back is definitely hard plastic, whereas this is kind of like a hard rubber or something. It feels different. If you touch it, it has like almost a soft feeling, but it's not. This, again, it has that kind of soft feeling, but it might just be the grooves. I don't know. If you ever messed with vehicle things, you kind of maybe know what I mean. It's plastic, but it's not. It's so hard to explain. I mean, it's still plastic either way, but yeah, and it looks, that's in there fine. It looks like it's popping up a little bit, but it's fine. Again, handles just pop off. There is a little kind of indent right there where it should, kind of snap in a little bit, but they just do not want to. And they are both designed differently. This one has like a gap right there, but it doesn't, like, no matter how hard I try, wedge it in there, it looks like it's going in. No, that one stayed in a little bit harder that time, but yeah, no, there it goes. So again, biggest complaint is the fact that these kind of just pop off really easy. Wrong way. And I have tried switching them, even though you can kind of tell just by looking at the handles themselves which way they should go in, because the bottom does have the injection molding, kind of like the little circle thing going on there. Getting him to sit on it, not hard at all. Getting him to pose on it, not hard at all. And we'll see that in a little bit here. But again, just put that aside for right now. And move on to the figure itself, which I have to hold way back here unless... Yeah, that works a little bit better. So, looking at him right now, articulation-wise, can look up that much, which isn't that bad. Can look down that much, which is actually really good. Left and right. No pivot, which really sucks. When I was posing him earlier, he could have definitely used the pivot. Definitely a figure that needs head pivot if he's going to be on the cycle. But aside from that, again, not bad. Arm, all the way up, which is awesome. Butterfly joint back, forward. The paint on here, I mean, that's just plastic, but the paint on there, good. The paint on the front with the gold, really good. So can't really complain. Even has the blue line going there. A little bit of gold right there coming out, but that's fine. The gold on there, just again, it's so good. But anyways, arm, upper arm rotation, double jointed elbow, which is better than 90, a lot better than 90. But Green Ranger just did it so much better. He basically went all the way. His little gauntlet thing, glove, whatever, kind of gets in the way of there, and a rotation at the wrist and the up and down, or the up and down on the side, I should say, on this one. So there's that. Diaphragm joint, can't really move back, can move forward a little bit, can pivot side to side a little bit, has that good turn, so it is good. It's limited, but add in that, crunch, and I mean, you got all the articulation you really need right there. No swivel or anything like that, but you don't really need it when you have pretty much that kind of range right there. So good. And if you lean him back, the gold does continue, and the gap in the back isn't actually that bad at all. I mean, there's barely anything, so can't complain. Legs can't kick back at all, kick forward that much, somewhere around there. Yeah, not that great. Some gold on there, kind of weird. Go out that much. Rotation at the upper thigh. Double jointed knees that do really good. He does have a boot rotation, which again, a little bit gold right there and right there. Well, yeah, that's actually blue, so a little bit of paint splatter, not great, but not horrible. Foot can't really go up. Don't know why. I mean, it's just the way it's molded, but like, kind of sucks that it can't go forward that much. Can go back just a little bit, and he does have that ankle pivot. So articulation wise, not a bad figure. I like it. I'm gonna get him on a motorcycle so I can show you guys, but I'm not gonna do that on camera because it's gonna be a nightmare. But yeah, posing him isn't bad. Pretty easy. Get him into some cool stuff, especially since that arm can go like way up there, and like it's definitely separated enough to where, like, I'm doing this and it's not like scratching off the paint, which is really good because you don't want to scratch off that cool symbol. But yeah, I can definitely get into some good poses. And again, gonna put him on the motorcycle off camera because it's gonna be a little bit annoying. The only good thing about these popping off, though, I'll say right now, is that it makes it a little bit easier. But these hands do not want to open that easy. It's a little bit, but yeah, so I'll be right back with that. So here he is on the cycle itself, and like I said, it looks really good. Actually, it looks amazing. I like it a lot for $30. Not bad at all. The fact that we can kind of just lean it forward pretty much all the way, and, you know, kind of get it in between there and it won't be falling over is really cool. Again, pretty much back right around there somewhere, just, yeah, right about there. Really cool. The tires spin and everything. Again, my biggest complaint is the screw holes on the other side, and I will say this figure definitely would have benefited with the ankle pivot going forward, not the ankle pivot, but the ankle moving forward itself, because it would have been so much easier to pose him on here. Kind of got things moving around. See, this is what I mean about the handles being a big issue. They kind of just pop off, and it's not fun in that sense. Let me know if that's going on with your guys's. It's definitely an issue with mine. But aside from that, looks awesome, looks good, looks pretty natural, colors match pretty good. I do think the blue on him is a little bit darker than the blue on the cycle, but the blue on the cycle, like I said, has, I don't want to say glitter, but it definitely has like a shine to it. It has like some type of flaking going on there that isn't just pure blue, which I think was really good, because if it was pure blue, kind of like the red in the front and the back, it would definitely look more toyish. But the fact that the blue has this kind of almost metallic color, this really subtle metallic color to it, it separates it. It makes it look a little bit more real, along with the gold. The gold obviously, you know, has a little bit of the little metallic-y kind of color going on there. So great job with that. Great job with the choice of the matte black, and it definitely is good. Like, literally the only complaint paint-wise is I wish the red, after looking at it for this long, I wish the red was better. I wish the red wasn't as smooth as, you know, it is, because it is very plasticky looking. But the rest of it, again, good. I can't really complain about it. Figure paint, good. So aesthetic wise, functionality wise, not bad at all. Again, handles could be better, legs could move forward a little bit, and in case you're wondering, you can move the Morpher around to right there, and like I said, you can open that, and you can get the finger on the trigger thing, which again I'm gonna mention later, because I just wanted to reshoot this beginning part of the review. Was not happy with how it came out. Hopefully that's a lot better for you guys. And yeah, now back on to the original review with size comparisons and just my final thoughts on it. And yeah, I'm gonna say it at the end, but I'll say it right now. Thanks for watching. So just a quick size comparison of Omega on the cycle compared to the other figures. You can see the height difference here. Again, stands more towards 7 inches around there, while the other figures down more around 6, so a good about inch higher. Looks pretty good around them. They all look good together, and actually let's just get him off to cycle and see how they look together. And here he is compared to them in his regular size without the cycle, and again, in this angle, the neck looks actually kind of big. From my angle above, it looks fine. He is a little bit taller than Red, maybe just by a hair, maybe. Definitely shorter than Shadow Ranger, so quick size comparison, quick SPD update. So we have Red, Shadow, and Omega. Just need the rest of the team now, and that would be great. So we're getting there. It's nice to see like teams coming along, getting, you know, closer to being filled. I want more bad guys. Just a thought. More bad guys that aren't just Mighty Morphin would be great, especially if you're doing this. I know we got the Psycho Rangers, but still, we don't even have Space Rangers. That's again another rant. But again, nice to see these guys coming together. So for a multi-action figure comparison, here he is next to the Hasbro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, the Mezco Cyclops, SH Figuarts Durin, and the Hasbro Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I had to think about that for a second for some reason. And I will say he's not the shortest. I want to say that goes to Snake Eyes, but he is shorter than the Figuarts Durin and Mezco Cyclops, and about the same size as Spider-Man, maybe. Just a little bit different. Body types are definitely very different on them, but yeah, not bad at all. You can definitely mix and match if you want, though. Again, Durin is a little bit of a bigger figure, so not really sure how it's going to work out with other ones. I probably should find another Figuart to do size comparisons for. Eventually. We'll see. He was just the closest one. Moving on. So overall, a pretty good figure. For $30, a vehicle, you know, a couple of extra hands. Not bad. Again, I do wish there were some weapons, but that's just a minor complaint. Paint came out great. The only gold on him that isn't nice is the belt, which is molded plastic. And the Morpher, again, it has the detail on there, but it does not have the paint. A little bit of overspray here and there, but for the most part, not bad at all. I'm happy with it. The price, again, $30 for this figure. Not bad at all. You can see here, you can lean the cycle more forward thanks to the little brake thing. It helps it, you know, from falling over and everything. Again, handles could be on there better considering how the foot pedals are. You're not going to really be able to get them out too easily. You would think, okay, let's make it so the handles stay on there a little bit easier. Though I will say, I guess it might be easier just to be able to put them on outside of the thing. And in case anyone's wondering, you can get his trigger finger on the brake. I did do that. It's on there right now, but you can't really see it from this angle. But there will be a picture of that. And yeah, aside from that, not really anything else to say. Pick it up if you are a fan of SPD or Power Rangers in general. Definitely nice to see a team getting closer. I wouldn't say closer to completion. We still got like all of the regular colors aside from Red to go. And hopefully Cat. That would be awesome if we got her. I would assume she would probably be like an exclusive or something at some point. I don't know, but it would be awesome to see that coming. Anyways, Psycho Ranger review hopefully tomorrow when I get them. Psycho Green review will be up at some point. It is filmed. It just needs to be edited and a few more pictures taken. And then we'll go from there with a few other things, some Turtle stuff and Dragon Ball stuff, and some more of those photography videos will be going up. I spent most of July sick, and even now I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely better than I was when I filmed the Green Ranger review last night, funny enough. So I'm getting there. Hopefully I'll be back to 100% and be able to put out more videos pretty soon like I was planning on doing. Again, this is why I don't make schedules. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.